You do have someone that cannot fight the connection that they feel with you. I feel like that's a new energy coming in because they do seem a little bit obsessive. And you also have, what are you doing to me? So yeah, there's someone that just cannot stop thinking about you. They're having... Hi Gemini, this is your April 2021 love reading. So you do start out the month with the 8 of Wands. You have a lot of communication coming in. I feel like this is going to be from a lot of different people, not just anyone in particular. There's a lot of this water and earth energy around you because you have the Queen of Discs on top of your communication here. You also have the Knight of Cups and the Emperor. Some of you are also dealing with fire signs. You have a lot of people here. You could be getting hit up with a lot of different people in your DMs, on your dating profile. If you're completely single, you really have your pick of the litter here because people are seeing you as incredibly hot, incredibly interesting. They want to get to know you. It's like you're standing out amongst the rest. But you are sidetracked here. It's almost like you're not really that interested because even though you're having so many DMs, even though you have so many people who on the surface are showing their interest to you, and some of them can be very persistent, you are more focused on your money here because you have the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles on top of each other. So this is like, wow, you are really concerned about your long-term planning, your long-term financial goals. And for those of you who are spending a ton of money this month, really pull back on that because you also have the Ace of Pentacles reversed at the bottom of your deck. And the interesting thing about your reading, Gemini, is you're sitting on a gold mine. You're sitting on some kind of an idea that can render you a lot of money and can actually blow your woes and your worries out of the water. But for some reason, you're not acting on this. This is like an idea. This is like a business idea or some kind of opportunity that you're just scrounging right now, or you're just waiting to make the first move. But you're waiting on this in a way where it's like, I'll do it next month, I'll do it next year, when you could actually be receiving the rewards from this like a lot sooner than you realize. And in the meantime, you don't have to be in this state of lack because this feels very financial. This feels very superficial, and you're not going to be completely in a place emotionally to really accept these advances coming towards you until you yourself feel in a place where you are abundant. Because with a Gemini, you're very mental until you can lay your head down at night and be completely content. You're going to be driving yourself insane in a relationship, and that is just the Gemini way. So even though you have tons of people coming out and expressing their interest in you, you are just fretting here with your finances. And again, you could literally be a millionaire with this idea because it's like the universe is trying to bang on your door and give this to you, but you're just not acting on it. And for some of you, you're taking steps to make this happen, and you're ahead of the curve in that way. Now, in your energy, you have the Knight of Swords, so this is you. You're being very logical, you're not being very emotional. For those of you that are cross-watching for a Gemini, be aware right now they're not very emotional, okay? And you also have the 7 of Swords on top of this. You're seeing through people's nonsense, you're seeing through people's lies. Anything that they come to you in terms of boasting, in terms of saying, oh, I have this position, oh, I make this much money, you already know it's a lie. And I'm also seeing here that in terms of your past relationships, you're seeing lies that are like years old. Like you may have not noticed a certain lie that someone told you a few years ago, but a conversation will replay in your mind and like a phrase they said will stick out to you. And it's like, oh my God, that was a complete and utter lie. So certain things are being in your face to the point where you cannot ignore them anymore. This is an uncovering of truth. And people are scared of you because of this, because when you're in your truth, you call upon others to have to be in their truth, to where they cannot lie to you at all. You are in a bit of a defense mode, Gemini, but this is just because you're protecting yourself, because you know what you have to lose, and you're not risking to lose anything right now. I almost feel like, Gemini, you are in a state of protection, as if you're protecting someone other than you. So it's almost like you're not even putting yourself as number one. You have other people or other things that are more important to you than even yourself. And that's what's taking the majority of your energy. Because whenever I see this energy with the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Swords, this is like you're putting on your armor and you're not letting anyone get close. Because you also have the very defensive card here and a very defensive card here. 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands energy. You're not letting anyone get in. You have fire signs coming out towards the end of April that want your attention. And it's interesting because you started out April having water signs attention. So it's almost like for some of you, you're dealing with someone who's very emotional towards the beginning of April. And then as you go through Aries season, you may actually encounter someone else who's more passionate as opposed to emotional. And for others of you, this can be the same person where, because they do have the Emperor on top of them, they may start out very emotional, and I feel like you're going to kind of teach them to not like completely text you 100 times in a night, like don't go overboard. And I feel like you need kind of a break here because you are taking on the Hermit energy towards the beginning to middle of April. So you're going to pull back from whoever this emotional water sign like person is, because you're dealing with your own mental stuff right here with the 8 of Swords. And towards the middle to the end of April, that's when you're really going to start coming out and, turning on that passion. This is when you can actually experience more of that physical excitement, that flirty, fun energy. There is a little bit of a trip up here because you have the 5 of Cups, so you're going within. Try not to wallow in what you've lost, though. There is definitely that going on here. You have the Queen of Wands, and again, a lot of fire energy, Princess of Wands. Someone sees you as the apple of their eye, like they cannot get over you. They don't even think that you're real. Like there's almost this feeling of they're too good to be true. So someone's admiring you tremendously here, but you're still in that kind of defense mode where you're just not quite ready to let them in, or you're taking it slower than usual. I feel like you are going to kind of stick your toe in the water here towards the end of the month with the Princess of Cups, but you do end on the 6 of Pentacles reversed. So I feel like for a lot of Geminis right now, the energy is to pull back, not spend a lot of money, especially on dating. Your biggest priority is to save. But the weird thing is that as you're pulling back, as you're self-preserving, as you're not giving an inch, someone's not letting up because they see you as the person they actually dream about. And I'm not kidding. They have the 9 of Cups here. I feel like this is someone else's energy. And there definitely is that physical passion here. But in terms of emotionally, Gemini, I'm not seeing if you're very much in this, because it seems like you're very pulled back and you're still kind of reminiscing on times past. And if you do give them any kind of reciprocation, it's going to be a little bit small, okay? And this may be because you're not trusting people at this time. But I do feel like you have someone who is relentless around you. Like they will not stop at anything to get to know you. I'm also seeing here, Gemini, you may experience a lot of haters this month. We are in Aries season, and if you are making strides in your business, be expecting the haters to come out of the woodwork. You have the 5 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and the 5 of Swords, clarifying the bottom of your deck with the Ace of Coins. Someone's jealous of your idea, someone's jealous of your success or your possible success. And yes, people can be even jealous of your potential. So there's a lot of that going on with you right now. Use the haters as fuel, because if they have enough time to hate, then obviously they have too much time on their hands, right? You're also experiencing some sadness and loss. So you're going through that Five of Cups energy, that Hermit energy. Some of you may have actually lost someone recently, but for those of you that are emotionally feeling the grief of leaving a relationship or reminiscing on times past, allow that to happen. Let that go through you, because there's a nugget of wisdom in that. You have to let it go through you so that you can really render it. Sometimes we just need that time to be sad. You don't have to just get over it immediately. There's something in this that's going to make you more wise as a result of it. In terms of those of you Geminis who are protecting someone, this feels very karmic in the sense that you are on a soul contract with someone, and this is pertaining to a life partner. Now, that can even be someone in your family, okay? This feels very protective, as in you are shielding this person with your wings. So I'm not really getting a romantic sense from this. This feels external in terms of familial, almost like a child, someone that you have to safeguard. This is a contract. This is something that you signed up for as a soul, okay? For others of you, you are going to meet your life partner, but it's going to be after a period of introspection, and you have to go through this feeling of loss. And it's almost as if someone is like trying to get through to you because they have a karmic cycle with you, but you have such a barrier up that it's going to be really difficult for them to even break that barrier. But when they do, you're going to come to realize that it is a life partner. And I feel like there's an attachment that you're going to be going through very soon, but for some of you, it's not going to be in the month of April. And again, this goes back to that life partner soul contract with the attached here. This is like a soul attachment. Spirit is telling you right now to pay attention to the details. Really hone what your gut is telling you. It's going to come through immediately, and it's only after that immediate feeling that we get that the brain kicks in and starts making excuses and starts making all these other things that say, well, you know, maybe this and maybe that. No, pay attention to the details when they come through immediately. That's going to keep your gut in check, and it's going to help you not waste a lot of your time, okay? I did get divorced for some of you. Some of you are dealing with a separation. For others of you, this is going to be more of a fear that you're internalizing, because you may notice other people around you, such as friends or celebrities. Other people seem to be going through divorces, and this is something that is internally terrifying to you. You're trying to process this, but it's not something that is yours to keep. It's not something you have to internalize as yours. If you're not the one going through the divorce, you don't have to take on that trauma for someone else, okay? Okay, Gemini, we're going to look at your extended reading. We're going to see who's coming in. And if you're dealing with anyone currently, we're going to see how this person feels about you and the outcome and your other oracle cards. So I love you so much, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.